Machine webinars that we do every single night. We do this webinar at 5 o'clock Western, 7 o'clock Central, and 8 o'clock Eastern time. The Family Cash Machine is an organization that we started a couple of years ago when we realized that the cryptocurrency space is a space, is an industry that has the power to actually disrupt dozens of businesses simultaneously around the world. And whenever you're dealing with disruption, you also are dealing with a redistribution of wealth. Okay? If I come and disrupt your business, wealth is never, ever disintegrated. Wealth is only redistributed. Okay? There's always going to be wealthy people on the planet. And I want to share a story with you guys. In 2008, around the time when Satoshi Nakamoto, an anonymous person, started to create this peer-to-peer transaction, a digital transaction, which would somehow alleviate a quote-unquote trusted third party, there was a lot of problems with the internet. Okay, the internet was never meant to be used for the exchange of money. In fact, the internet started off as the informational highway, as you guys all remember. It was the informational highway. That's what it was. And when the internet first started in 1994, Brian Gumbel and Katie Couric did a interview on the Today Show. The Today Show was a very powerful show. It's still powerful. Over 20, 30 million viewers on that show. And they were kind of like, what is this thing called the internet? I mean, how does it work? What do you do? What do you type into it? What is that thing with the circle and the A around it? What does that mean? About? I mean, what is this thing? So it just behooves me when I watch those videos, and you can go YouTube it. And Katie Couric came on and said, I have no purpose for the internet. I have no reason to use this thing because I got a lot of information that comes to me and I'm going to be bombarded with information. I have no desire to use this thing called internet. And that's exactly where the people are right now when you're dealing with cryptocurrency, Bitcoins, blockchain technology, decentralization, all of these different subjects right now. People are right there. That's where they're at mentally, because we human beings are somewhat creatures of habit. We don't like a lot of change. Okay. And then when change comes abruptly, disruptively, we tend to kind of try to fight it a little bit. But it's interesting to me that she made that comment, and here it is from 1994 to 2017. I guarantee you right now, Katie Couric has a Twitter. I guarantee you her network has a Twitter even. I guarantee you she's on a cell phone that's probably internet capable. It's an iPhone or either Android. So again, the most powerful thing about that clip to me is that these two individuals had the power to negatively influence 20 million viewers on national TV. And that wasn't even enough to negatively affect the momentum of the internet because the technology was too powerful. And that's the same thing that's happening right now with this. I don't care what your friends think. I don't care what your people and your peers say about this technology. This is going to happen with you or without you. This is going to happen. Bill Gates has already made the announcement that he is now supporting IOTA. He's going to financially back IOTA. IOTA, I don't think needed Bill Gates. Bill Gates is already heavily invested in the cryptocurrency space, and Bill Gates has made an enormous amount of his wealth basically from technology. So I think the guy knows what he's doing. So sometimes we just got to kind of follow the money and follow what other guys are doing that are in positions of influence. And I'm pretty sure Bill Gates has teams of financial advisors and accountants and economic gurus that have some sort of research before he makes an investment. So again, you guys, this technology here has the power to disrupt dozens of industries, not just the cryptocurrency side of it. And that's what you're going to learn with the Family Cash Machine, is it's just not about the currency side of it. Cryptocurrency has the ability to disrupt currencies, but it also has the ability to disrupt other industries. So guess what? If you're on the side of disruption, the industries that's going to be disrupted, shame on you. You're going to be very negatively affected by this. But if you're on the side of technology and you embrace it and position yourself and leverage this thing to capitalize off of disruption, oh my goodness, you are in a great position, because when that wealth is and those companies are disrupted, that redistribution of wealth will come to those who are the disruptors. That's how it works. Okay. So I want to share this with you guys. And probably around 2008, when all this was happening, Erick Brent was discombobulated because I was going through a lot of bad things as the economy was crashing, and I was losing properties left and right. And it's almost like, you know, someone snatching the rug from behind under you, and you're trying to catch your balance and not fall and totally break your butt. And that's kind of the position I was in. I was going through a divorce. I mean, it was just a lot of stuff hitting me all at once, and it was pretty hard. And I kind of felt like, you know, Mike Tyson hit you in the side, boom, you know, and you kind of out of breath. You got a few seconds where you're just out of breath. You can't catch your breath. That's pretty much where I was at financially. So from there, you know, I saw brokers who I had helped make millions of dollars, and myself was in a great position owning 30 properties. And I saw banks going out of business. IndyMac, WAMU. Where's WAMU? WAMU gone. Where's WAMU? Washington Mutual's gone. So I saw banks going out of business. AIG needed help. Other insurance companies went out of business. Wall Street needed a bailout. Banks needed a bailout. The Ford company needed a bailout. Car companies needed a bailout. So I started to feel not so bad about losing things, because everybody were losing at the time. You know, it was an economic global meltdown. I call it a global economic meltdown. It happened all over the world. In fact, Greece was not able to pay their deficit and crashed. A lot of countries crashed, and Venezuela's in problems right now. So I started to feel not so bad, because it wasn't just me, okay? But after 3 or 4 years, maybe 3 years, 2-3 years of just economic disaster for me in my life, something said to me one day, you know what? I understand that the economy is in disarray. I understand that a lot of people are losing right now. I understand that the global economy is crashing, but somebody is making some money somewhere, and I need to be one of them. And when I started thinking like that, I started finding things, okay? First, I found online marketing, and I learned how to market online. And secondly, I found cryptocurrencies. And when I found cryptocurrencies, I said, this is what's going on. People have to be willing to reinvent themselves. You have to be willing to change how you think right now in this day and age. You have to be willing to convert or transcend your activities in accord to the global economy. If you're trying to make money the way money was being made 20 years ago, you're a dinosaur. If you're trying to engage in the industry and approach it the way things were done 20 years ago, you're a dinosaur, and you're in jeopardy of losing everything. You have to learn how to do things in a new manner. You have to be willing and have the courage to say, you know what? I need to understand how money's being made, and I need to understand how to make it in the new way that it's being made. Well, I'm going to tell you guys something. This cryptocurrency space right now, you're at the right place at the right time. I don't know who you guys pray to, how you pray, but you guys are actually in the right place today to learn this industry. My phone is starting to blow up off the hook because I told people 2 years ago, this is something special. This thing here is going to explode. And we haven't even seen anything yet. This is not even the beginning. We're talking about right now, I think Bitcoin is at, I want to say $400, $500 billion cap or something like that. And what's going to happen is they estimate that when Bitcoin gets to $1 trillion cap, market cap, Bitcoin is going to be $100,000. $100,000, okay? A coin. Now, right now, it's 14,000. 13 on its way to 14,000. Okay, we started the family cash machine when it was 400, and we were just learning this. And then as people on our team started making money, we decided to go out to the world and teach more people about this space. I mean, there's so many things you guys can do in this space other than just buy coins and sit back. We have created one of the fastest ways for you guys to accumulate Bitcoins at the cheapest rate, at the fastest rate. You can accumulate Bitcoins and amass for yourself a tremendous amount of money. Now, it's not just about accumulating Bitcoins. What do you do with them when you accumulate them? We here in the Family Cash Machine can teach you guys about ICOs. We can teach you guys how to engage in initial coin offers. We can teach you guys how to trade cryptocurrencies. There's over 600 cryptocurrencies. And right now, 3 weeks ago, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange did announce that they're going to now, instead of just trading Japanese yen, Swiss francs, Deutschmarks, euros, they're going to also trade cryptocurrencies. Wow. They're going to now start engaging their clients to trade in the cryptocurrency space, and particularly with Bitcoins, okay? So what's going to happen with that is it's going to make a lot of people a lot of money. You got to look at it this way. Brokers want to make money, man. They don't care what they're trading. They want to engage in the industry that has the biggest yield, bottom line. And so that's why they're incorporating Bitcoins in the Chicago Mercantile Exchange where commodities are traded, okay? So one of the reasons that we're all here right now is we want you guys to take advantage of this industry. We don't want you guys to sit around and wait. When we started this venture some month and a half ago or something, the Family Cash Machine, we created the Fam Wealth Network. And it's just that. It's a family of people coming together as a family, helping one another, okay, to amass wealth. And we're using our network of individuals, and we're using each one of you guys' network of who you know to come together and to generate massive energy, creating us all Bitcoins. It's going to take all of us to collectively create this energy. Now, of course, I have put 50, 60,000 people on my websites before. I've done that. I'm pretty sure I can do 100,000 people on a website, but don't wait for Erick Brent to drive traffic to your business. If you guys have bought or purchased any of these positions in this company, I'm looking at a guy right now who purchased some positions in this company, and 2 people came in under him and cycled him out. There's only 14 positions under you. That's it. And there is no cap and no minimum or maximum of positions that a person can purchase. So therefore, it happens that way. I'm looking at a position that you got, Manny. There's 2 people under one of your positions. If you go under, I think it's Crypto Fresh 2, you got 2 positions already under there and you haven't even done anything. So you're going to get spilled over. You're going to get spilled over, but don't wait to spill over. I want us all to amass a huge amount of energy so you guys can cycle over and over and over again. Because if I'm recruiting and Dave's recruiting and Manny's recruiting and Lakeisha's recruiting, all these people have to go somewhere and they're going to fall under you guys. And so it's going to allow the cyclers to move faster. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. You are very, very, very fortunate, all of you guys on this call, because we haven't started this company as of a month ago. This is a very fresh company. And I've literally done network marketing for the last 20 years. And I've never, ever, 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 ever had an opportunity to join with a company in the first couple of months that they started. I always came in kind of late when people were already making millions. But guess what? Even then I made money. Even then I made money. I'm going to tell you guys something. If you guys join right now Herbalife, any one of you guys join Herbalife right now, and you create a solid method of recruiting, you're going to make money, even though that company is 20, 30 years old. So you guys have an opportunity to be at the top of the food chain. Do you know how powerful that is? When this company starts to really hit the marketing frenzy, and we're starting to brand our company now. I got some big players coming into this thing this next week. So they're going to be buying multiple positions. They're going to be buying 20, 30, 40 positions. And you guys who have positions are going to feel that momentum. you have no choice but to feel it because you're digging in your positions. I'm going to suggest to everybody on this call to dig in like a foxhole, like you're going to war. Make your foxhole and dig in and get ready for battle, because there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people coming to this company, and you guys are going to just sitting back laughing because you were the first ones to get in, and you're going to benefit from all of that momentum. There's no way they can miss you. I don't care who they come under. There's no way they can miss you, because the way this thing works, it's a revolving type of thing. It just revolves and revolves and revolves and revolves. There's no way they can miss you. So with that, I want to go ahead and just briefly talk about cryptocurrency. What is cryptocurrency? How did we get here? And in order to understand cryptocurrency, you guys have to first understand the problem. Many of us don't understand the problem. And when I talk to people, I'm always trying to understand their problem. And I'm going to tell everybody here on this call, if you have a job, I get it. We have to make some type of living to survive. But if you're working a job, just remember this. You are actually working in accord to someone else's dream. You're helping somebody else's dream. You're helped to fulfill someone else's dream. And it's nothing wrong with having a job, but it is something wrong with having a job if you never even entertain the thought of being independent. If you never entertain the thought of becoming successful and wealthy and financially independent on your own and financially free and to be able to create your own financial destiny, if you never ever entertain that thought, something wrong with that. Okay? Something's wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with working a job, okay? But you should have the thought of one day becoming independent. And this is what they don't teach you in college. Okay? They teach you how to go and get the degree and fit into society and go get a job. You got a master's in economics, but you can't even create income for yourself. What? You have a master's in economics and you can't even juggle and create an economic reality for yourself to even pay your own bills. So what good is that? I'm not with that. Okay? And I'm not against education. But when you go to school to get a master's in economics, you should also learn how to create your own economic reality. You should also learn how to generate income, how to manage income, or either how to help other people to create their own income. But if you just got a degree, then you need to go and get a job. To me, that degree is not worth the paper that they wrote the degree on. That's just me. Because, most people with degrees end up working for people with no degrees. What sense does that make? And so now I am excited that this is the first time in my life that not only am I in a position to make a bunch of money, but I can take a lot of people with me. That's exciting. You guys, the same thing. You can make a lot of money in this next year, but you can bring a lot of people with you. Now, how exciting is that? You can be the hero in your community. You can be the one in your community that everybody says, oh my God, this guy, when he speaks, it's like E.F. Hutton because he told us about this and we did this and it worked for us in a massive way. So we're at his beck and call. With anything he introduces to us, we with him. That's a lot of power. Influence. Okay? That's a lot of power. And this right here is going to put you guys in a position where we're like sitting back like multimillionaires. Could you imagine 200-300 millionaires on a family cash machine sitting back, and then everybody around you listen to you, and then people are coming to you with their ideas and asking you for advice or probably even some money to help launch their idea. And now you're sitting back going, okay, look, I believe in this. I know what you're doing. I have the knowledge from experience of business and getting to the point where I'm at, doing cryptocurrency and making the money that I made and making the mistakes that we made and working together with my team and listening to my team and interacting with my team and networking. I know enough to get you where you need to go. But guess what, man? I need 20% of this company or 50% of this company. Whatever it is you want to offer, you can do that. That's what they're doing on Silicon Valley. That's exactly what they're doing in Silicon Valley. All those investors there in Silicon Valley who invest in all these Twitters and the Facebooks and the Instagrams, all that money came from pretty much the same source and group of people who were the first investors in the internet. Okay? You guys are the first investors in cryptocurrency. So as new technologies come out of this thing, robotics, autonomous agents, and all this different decentralized, computerized technology that's going to be evolving out of this, you guys will be sitting back with a bunch of money and picking and choosing what you want to invest in. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful ride. Okay? It's a journey. It's going to take some work, though. I was talking to Manny yesterday about this. So many people want to just put money in our company and say, hey, I'm gonna buy 5 positions. And then they want to just sit back and do nothing. Now, mind you, if enough people are working and manifesting energy, eventually they're going to cycle out, because there's only 14 positions in each space before it cycles out, and that traffic is going other places. So you're going to cycle out. It could take you a month. It could take you 2 months. You're going to eventually cycle out. But let me share this with you. I don't want people to have the mindset that success comes with nothing. That's a bad lesson for us to teach people. Okay, now a lot of people want to make me the poster child. In other words, I got friends that sit back and say, hey, EB, why don't you go ahead and start that company and let me see how it works? And if it look like you getting paid, then I'm going to come in. So in other words, I want you to be Jesus. I want you to be crucified for my savior. See what I'm saying? This is how a lot of people think it. They want to see you suffer and sacrifice. And if you make it, then I'll come in. No, that's not the mindset of an investor. Investors take chances, man. Investors take risk, but investors take calculated risk because they study, they research whatever it is that they're going into to try to minimize the risk. The more you know about what you're doing, the less it is a risk, but there's still a risk factor. Okay, when I used to trade commodities, when I used to trade like orange juice, and I would go get a report to say, hey, they got a labor dispute over here. And, you know, the weather was not that good this year. So guess what that tells me? That tells me that that orange juice is going to go up because the supply is low. Okay, so that's a pretty good assumption. You know what I mean? So sometimes you could minimize the gambling by studying, by information that's coming out, okay? When you see all these global economies like Venezuela, India, they're in trouble. When these economies are crashing, we know cryptocurrency is needed in the world because cryptocurrency is not based on Federal Reserves. It's not based on banks. It's not banks based on the value of it. It's not based on a gross domestic product of a country. It's not based on exports or imports. It's not based on interest rates. None of that stuff. It's solely based on the people's use and interaction and using this particular product. That's what creates the value. And so it's totally unattached from any other mitigating factors with currencies. That's the wonderful thing about it. Cryptocurrency is the first time, remember I said this, the first time ever in the history of the world that a commodity or a currency was created solely on the interaction of the people. Its value is totally predicated solely on the interaction of the people. The first time ever in the world. That's not the case with the United States dollar. That's not the case with the euro. That's not the case with the Japanese yen. No currency in the world is not affected by what goes on in that government. Okay? No currency in the world is unaffected by embargoes and stuff like that. Now, let's say right now that America embargoes Russia and say, hey, Russia, we're not doing no business with you. We're not shipping nothing with you. And I find a guy on the internet that I want him to build my software. I can send him Bitcoin right here without an embargo. Embargoes don't bother me. Sanctions don't bother me. None of that bothers me because I can deal peer-to-peer directly with that individual. Wow. Game changer. And so cryptocurrency, again, is basically a digital algorithm. There was 21 million of these algorithms created with Satoshi Nakamoto. The internet was never made for money, and I'm going to tell you why. Because they had a problem called the double spend problem. Okay, now, for instance, if I send Manny $1 on the internet, it is very important that when I send him that $1, I don't keep that $1 and send it to somebody else. That's the double spend problem. Now, when you send an email to someone, Notice when you send an email, you still have that content in your email. Like if I send you guys a PDF file, I can send Manny a PDF file, but I'll still have a copy of that PDF file, right? That's the double spend problem. That's the problem they had with the internet when it comes to money. So what they had to do is add a third party in there, a bank or financial institution, to be the middleman to administer that transaction. Does that make sense, you guys? That's the double spend problem. So we had to have a middleman. Whereas now, with this worldwide distributed ledger, it is a ledger of hundreds of thousands of people who are all interconnected in a network and who all share this network, who all have access to this network. So if I send something to Manny, it's recorded across the network and everybody across the network can verify this. So therefore, it can't be spent again. Wow. Plus, hackers can't hack it because there's no centralized point to hack, because when you have a company like Capital One who has retained hundreds of millions of people's information, if somebody hacks Capital One, that one centralized point, they got access to 100 million people's socials, their ID, their driver's license, their home address, even their pictures, okay? You can't do that with the blockchain because there's no centralized point to hack. It is distributed. There's millions of entries. So they would have to hack the 100 million people simultaneously around the world at the same time, virtually impossible, okay? So this is the power of this thing that Satoshi Nakamoto created. And now there's other industries that are spinning off from this that's going to be affected by this peer-to-peer network of people, okay? Now they also now have this IOTA thing, which is a whole nother system called Tango. It's not blockchain, but what it is, it's a system where me, Manny, and 100 million other people start getting on, and the more people get on, it's a Tango. It's a Tango network, and everybody gets on, and you have your own interaction and all these different interactions and individual interactions connecting. They call it Tango. Now you got hundreds of millions of people entangled in networks like a spider web. You can't hack that. There's no way. Because every individual line is individualized, connected, and it's connections on connections on connections on connections. And what happens in that system, there's no fees. They don't have any fees in Tango, in IOTA right now. No fees. They don't have to worry about master nodes. They don't have to worry about these master nodes verifying these transactions. It's the people verifying all the transactions. So to me, that's like the third phase now of decentralization. Decentralization is going to a whole nother level, okay? It is beyond the control of any government. No government can control when the people around the world connect individually with one another, peer-to-peer, all over. There's no government that can handle that. They can't control that. How can they control that when everybody's connected? So the internet was supposed to be that, but again, the internet had a huge problem when it came to money and double spending. They could not solve that problem because again, I can't send $10 and keep that $10, a copy of that $10 in my email. That was the problem. It's called a double spend problem. Well, Satoshi Nakamoto solved that. And that's cryptocurrencies. And so now the game has changed. And all you guys, man, I'm so happy to see everybody on this call because you guys are in position to just crush it. You can't get in the cryptocurrency space and take it for granted or take it lackadaisical. You have to come into this understanding. This is a historical economic revolution that is set to free people from financial exploitation, and it is set to empower people in a way that no one can control your wealth but you. It is set in a manner to disrupt all the powers that have created a financial oppression. That's pretty much what's going on, man. There's no cut on it. And don't ever, ever fall for the banana in a tailpipe and go for a blockchain company that's centralized, meaning one company controls their mining, one company controls the distribution of their coins. No. You want to have a decentralized system, the coins that you guys are involved in. You want to be involved in a more decentralized system where the people make up the coins and anyone could mine the coins or anyone could verify transactions. You want to keep it voided of one source, because there's an old saying, and I forget the guy who said this: power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. And that's what the world has been under for years and years and years. So now I'm just going to go and share with you guys briefly. I'm going to share with you guys briefly. Let me share my screen, and we'll talk about what's going on with the Fam Wealth Network, which is a program we developed as a subsidiary to the Family Cash Machine. The Family Cash Machine is the hub. You all want to be a part of the Family Cash Machine because you're going to get a lot of perks. You're going to get a lot of benefits. You guys are going to get grandfathered in from a lot of programs that we have, okay? A lot of our programs that we're going to offer to the public that we may charge, you guys will be able to get grandfathered into that. So there's a value in being a core member of the Family Cash Machine, okay? But there's a lot of things that we're going to be charging people for because we are actually, knowledge is to be sold, not to be told. I mean, you can't go to any college, you can't go to any trade school and just get that for free. It just doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Wherever there's a means to make a living, or wherever there is an industry that can create wealth for you, you're going to pay for that. And that's pretty much what it is. You guys are getting this for free. So that's why I say you guys are very fortunate. But let me go right ahead here and share my screen. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Let me see. I can't get out of this thing. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to go here and find. I want to share this with you guys. I don't know who's on the call, but this is our source right here that we stay on all the time. We always go to, man, where's it at? Let me share my screen. Okay, here. Bam. We always go to CoinMarketCap. Not only is this website allows you to see the cryptocurrencies, there's over 700 of them here. 14,000, oh my God, oh. I'm glad we're filming this right now. We just hit 14,000 in Bitcoin, historical monumental moment. Never ever in the world has a currency went this long on its own, devoided of banks. The Wall Street turned down the ETFs last year. Wall Street denied it. Banks talk bad about it. They said it's for criminals. It's for terrorists. They've not accepted cryptocurrency in America. It's been very, very, very hard road. You had the Silk Road that crashed Bitcoin. Then you had the Mt. Gox that crashed Bitcoin. All the stuff that's happened to Bitcoin, we still at 14,000 a coin. It cannot be stopped. This is a force to be reckoned with. It's the people speaking out, man. The people all over the world coming together. And we didn't ask permission. Bitcoin didn't ask permission from governments. So why are you guys asking permission? Hey, can I get into Bitcoin? How do I get into Bitcoin, government? And what do I do, government, to make Bitcoin legal? We're not asking no permission. We're taking control of our own financial destinies. That's what Bitcoin is about, okay? You got Ethereum, $427 a coin. Ethereum just had the parity virus last month where $160 million got caught up in wallets, had a lot of bad ICOs and scams that went on last year. It still has not stopped the power of Ethereum, which is a blockchain that anybody could use to start their own companies. Any one of you guys can start your own blockchain company right now using Ethereum. Wow. Now you got Bitcoin Cash, Roger Ver. You got IOTA, number 4 now. It was just 70 cents last week. It's $3.97. You got Ripple. You got Litecoin. These are all the coins that are the top coins. We look at this every day to get a perspective was what's going on in the industry. And this thing is not going to be stopped. Okay, so it's time now that we learn this and capitalize off of this. Okay, the other thing that we use, I'm going to share, let me shrink my screen here. The other thing that we use is local Bitcoins. Okay, now I want you guys, I got my local Bitcoin open actually. Let me close mine. I want you guys to get on local Bitcoins, become a member of local Bitcoins, okay? Write this down, you guys, local Bitcoins. You want to be a member of local Bitcoins because this is a peer-to-peer transaction. You guys can buy Bitcoins right here. Okay? And also, once you buy your Bitcoins, you can go to the bottom of the page and they give you a link. Where's it at? Affiliate link. Right here. They give you affiliate link. So when you give other people this information, you get paid every time they buy Bitcoins. You get a little cut. Not bad. They don't even know you're getting a cut. But why not? You have information. Information is to be sold, not told. You want to benefit from your unique positions in this industry. Okay? Bitcoin now at $14,000 a coin. Wow. Gold at $1,200 and something an ounce. Gold has been around literally for 5, 6, 7,000 years. I'm sure it's been over here millions of years, but we've been using gold as a trading powerful entity, commodity to exchange goods and services for at least 5,000 years. And gold is only at $1,200 an ounce. Bitcoin started in 2008 and it's at $14,000 a coin. The writing is on the wall, gentlemen, young ladies. The writing is on the wall. This is not Erick Brent. This is happening. And all I'm doing is positioning myself for the ride. You know, when you guys get on the airplane, they tell you, button your seatbelts because we're getting ready to take off. So you got to button up your seatbelts. So I'm telling you guys, button up your seatbelts. We're getting ready to take off. But once you guys get up there, you can take your seatbelts off because now you got a smooth ride. But we got to get up there. Now, what I wanted to say to you guys is, okay, so get on local Bitcoin so you can buy Bitcoins. The reason I'm telling you that, because the first transaction that you do, they may limit you guys to a couple $100. You might only be able to do $500, $700 on your first couple of transactions because these people don't know you, okay? But after you do 2 or 3 transactions, now you can do 4, 5, 6,000. Now, this website is basically an escrow. So they can't beat you out of your money. So if you contact somebody like down here, if I actually engage somebody down here and say, hey, I want to buy. And once I make an agreement with him, he's got Bank of America and Citibank. I have to go and put a deposit in his account. When I do that, I've already made a contract with him on here. So once I make that contract to purchase 0.046 or whatever, 0.50 Bitcoin, whatever I make an agreement with him for, if I tell him, look, I want to do $3,500 in Bitcoins, he'll tell me exactly how much based on his rate that's going to be in Bitcoins. And then once we agree, the company, Local Bitcoins, will take that money out of his account and hold it in escrow until you make your deposit and follow his terms. At that point, this person is merely an underwriter. So this is the safest way, the cheapest way to buy Bitcoins. If you go to an ATM, Bitcoin ATMs are everywhere. You guys can Google them now. They're everywhere. If you go to an ATM, I guarantee you, this 14.7 probably be about 16.3 or 17,000 per Bitcoin. That's what they're charging you because they make money on ignorance, on information. Remember, information is money. So on your lack of information, they're gonna capitalize on you. So local Bitcoins is the cheapest way, in my understanding, and from what I've seen in the years I've been doing this, the cheapest way to buy Bitcoin. So start doing transactions now. Get you some Bitcoins. Because the good thing about it, even though this guy's charging 14.7, by the time you get your Bitcoins, it might be higher than that. So this is a commodity that continues to go up. And don't listen to nothing these people are saying is, oh, it's too volatile. Bitcoin is volatile. Volatility only means movement. That's what it means. It doesn't mean negative movement. It just means movement. So I trade it. Like I said, volatility means it moves. It moves. Okay, yes, it does move. But let's say Bitcoin drops down to 12,000. That's a big dip. But considering where it was at a month ago, now you see what I'm saying? Considering where it was at 2 months ago, considering where it was at 6 months ago, Bitcoin continues to go up in value on the long term. So it's something that I would feel more comfortable putting my money in even than I would American dollars. Now we're going to go and we're going to get out of there. I had to share with you guys that. Now I want to share with you guys Fam Wealth Network Cycler. It is an incredible, incredible piece of work. We invented this. We own the software, and this is phenomenal. And I'm going to share it with you guys right now. And I'm going to go to an account here and show you guys kind of how it works. Hold up. First of all, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to the website itself and just share with you guys the website, what it is. I don't know who invited you guys to this, but whoever invited you to this, you should thank them, because we have one of the highest paying companies in the Bitcoin space right now. I don't think any companies out there are beating us right now with the return on investments. Your ROI is the first thing you want to know about investing is ROI, return on your investment. Okay, but also, like I said, I wanted you guys to understand that being successful, it's going to come a lot of trials and tribulations. Now, most of you guys on the call, if I told you guys, you want to be successful, and you guys say, yeah, and I say, climb that mountain, you know, some of you guys would be like, well, you know what, let me change my shoes, let me do this, I got to put on a different outfit. But if you guys remember watching the movie with Biggie Smalls and Puffy said, you put me in a jungle, I'll go in there and I'll eat everybody alive. And, you know, he was basically saying how hungry he was for success. And Biggie came back with a response like, well, I don't know about that, but, you know, I have them dancing. But in a sense, Biggie was saying the same thing that Puffy was saying. It's just that they had two different professions, you know, one being the executive and the other being, you know, a rapper. So his mindset is, I'm going to make them dance because this is what I do. I don't care where you put me. And that's the kind of zeal that you got to have to be successful. I can give you guys the best product ever in the history of the world, and it's not going to secure your success if you don't have a certain mindset, if you don't have a certain consistency and a certain drive and a certain desire to win, okay? Even if you got the best product, you still have to put in the work to create the momentum and the dominancy that you want to have in business, okay? So we're giving you guys one of the best products I know that's out there. There's companies that's in the multi-level networking space, and this is somewhat of a multi-level networking thing, but we're going to approach it totally different. I'm not going to have you guys going to your mom and brothers and sisters. I'm going to teach you guys how to online market. I'm going to teach you guys how to be the hunted and not the hunter. I'm going to teach you guys how to give out value for free, but free is not free, because when you give out value to people, they understand how valuable you are. They understand how much you know and how much you are into what you're doing. They learn to trust you, know you, and then they learn to like you. And once they learn to like you, trust you, and know you, then they're going to pull their credit cards out and say, hey, man, what do I do? So it's a technique that I'm going to teach you guys, so you're not going to have to do that old school networking. Now, again, you guys can come in this company, buy a bunch of positions, and sit back and do nothing. Your position's a cycle, but if you don't do anything, I don't think you have a right to complain how long it takes. Now, this is what we have. Okay, the Fam Wealth Network is committed to the struggle of common average everyday people in regards to the global economic meltdown, which started around 2008. Our team of financial professionals, programmers, and visionaries have recognized that the blockchain technology, along with cryptocurrency, and in particularly Bitcoin, has the capability of redistributing the wealth around the world and change the mindsets of people when it comes to value, currencies, and common peer-to-peer transactions. That's pretty much what we're about. We created this, though, so you guys could have an opportunity to get in the game, and get in the game quick, and get in the game hard, because the multi-millionaires like Bill Gates, Mike Novogratz, you have Mark Andreessen, you have Richard Branson. These dudes are billionaires. They're in this space, okay? And there's major companies now like Goldman Sachs, Fidelity, Walt Disney. They're in this space. And we wanted to create something where common people, average, everyday people, okay, could benefit and get in this game relatively with small amounts of money, and then end up becoming big players in the game. And I believe that this is what this is going to do for you guys. So look, okay, so far, just testing this and us setting this up, we've given out so far 21 Bitcoins. Oh my God. 21 Bitcoins is what we've actually distributed to the people who engaged in this in its testing mode. Now, we did this in test mode. Now, as of a week ago, we just started marketing. Okay, and we're marketing small, and we're still trying to get our teams together. That's the stage where we're at right now. We still haven't went global with this. 21 Bitcoins is a value of what? What's the 21 Bitcoins right now at 14,000? What is that? Let's see. Let me do the math of the value that we've given out in test mode. Wow. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? I got my calculator right here.
294,000, Eric.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. And I think that that's almost 300,000. That's $250,000 that we've given out. And we're just some small little guys. We're just a little small company with a big idea, though, with a big idea in a huge industry. So you guys, man, the money is here. It's right in front of you. It's in your hand. So if you have a seed in your hand, that seed is not going to grow unless you plant it, water it, give it sun, give it nutrients, feed it. And that's what we're giving you. We're giving you the seed to prosper. But you still got to make it grow. Okay, now there's people that cycled out with us that didn't do nothing, of course. And that's going to happen to you. You're going to cycle sometime without doing nothing. But I'm saying, what could you do if you actually do something? Wow, sky's the limit. So we have these three programs. One is called the executive package. The other one is the senior executive package. Then the third one is the CEO package. And the CEO package is a monster. I can't wait till I got 5 or 10 of those moving at the same time. Okay, now the executive package is 0.046 Bitcoin. I got a gentleman on the phone right now. He saw one of my videos and he was like, hey man, this thing is moving because the video you did is a little dated because it was $150 at 0.046. Now it's almost $600. So you got to get in now, man. This thing is not waiting for nobody. It's moving. But guess what? At 0.046 Bitcoin, which I think is, damn, how much is it now since it jumped to 1,400? Let me see. That represents, let me see. Let me see what that represents. $0.046 Bitcoin is, oh my God, $643 right now to get in our company for one position. $643 for one position. And that, when you get paid out or cycled out, is going to be, let's see. And cycled out just basically means that 14 other positions fall under you. Not 14 people, 14 other positions. It's a 2x3 matrix. I'm going to show you guys what that matrix looks like in a minute. It's 2 under you. It's 2 under you, and then 4 people under them, and then 8 people under them. It's a 2x3 matrix. As soon as that fills up, you're going to get paid out 0.26 Bitcoin, which is $3,600. Oh my God. $600 is going to bring you $3,600, man. That's like a 580% return on investment. That is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know any company paying that fast and paying that large of a range, okay, of income, okay? So the numbers are there to sustain that. Some people say, well, where are you getting the money from? All you got to do is the numbers. I'm not going to go over the numbers. If you do the numbers, 14 people coming in, or 14 positions under you, you're getting paid 580%. And so, of course, the company still got some money left over, so we can sustain this. This is very sustainable. You're not getting all 14 people, of course, but it's enough to sustain cycle after cycle after cycle. I don't know anybody that can complain after making a 580% return on investment. Who cares what the company makes? You guys are making money. And so this is what it's about. This is how you're going to accumulate Bitcoins. You got 0.26 Bitcoin, which is like a little over a quarter of a Bitcoin. You cycle 4 times, you got a whole Bitcoin. This is how we're going to accumulate Bitcoins at a faster rate. This company gave out 21 Bitcoins. There is no way in God's green earth that we could have mined 21 Bitcoins in a month. We don't have the power. We don't have the resources. There's no way we could have did it, but we produced it. We produced it through cycling. So I'm going to say to you guys that cycling is the most effective, cheapest way to generate Bitcoins at the fastest rate and accumulate Bitcoins for you guys right now at this point in the game before this stuff is $100,000 a coin, man. You got to move now. Okay? Then the next program we have is a 2.2, a 2x2 matrix, which is basically 6 people. And I think I'm going to just show you guys that matrix. I'm going to show it to you right now. I'm just going to show you that matrix, how it looks. I'm going to sign in. And then I'm going to open up for questions and answers, okay? So right now I'm going to show you guys what a 2x3 matrix looks like. Okay, now as you can see, this position here cycled 5 times. 5 times this position cycled. So this is a 2x3 matrix. It's called a 2x3 because you got 2 here, and then it goes down 3 levels. Okay, that's it. That's a very, very fast matrix. I haven't seen companies that it's this easy. Most of the matrix that I see is 2x10. You got 10 levels down to cycle out and all kind of ridiculous stuff. We got a 2x3 matrix, you guys. This is a very simple system. It's very easy to cycle. It's not hard because you don't need 14 people. You just need 14 positions. There's no limit on how many positions an individual can purchase. One guy can purchase 10 positions. Another guy can buy 7, 8 positions. And we have people on this call that have bought 7 and 10 and 14 positions. We have people on this call. I'm not going to name them out. In fact, I did it. I know I'm not going to name the other people out, but it's at least there's several people on this call that have made purchases like that, multiple purchases. So you don't need 14 people. All you need is 14 positions to fall under you, and you're automatically getting cycled through the software. It goes immediately into your back office, instantaneously. This is phenomenal. If you guys go to these other network marketing companies, they hold your money for 20 days, 30 days, 60 business days. They hold your money. Even though you got paid, you ain't got paid. We're not doing that here. We're releasing your money immediately. Soon as you get the qualifications, the money's in your back office. Wow. $3,600, almost $4,000. It's crazy. So this is what we're doing. This is what it looks like. And like I said, if you don't do anything, people are going to fall under you. But if you get 1 or 2 people, they can cycle you out. You don't know what they're going to buy. So it's just going to be more helpful if we all are sharing the information. Don't try to sell the cycler, please. Don't try to sell the cycler. I didn't start off talking to you guys about the cycler. I talked about Bitcoin. I talked about the industry. I talked about the technology. So you want to educate yourself and start teaching people about this technology, a peer-to-peer transaction that requires no banks, requires not of you to give your social, your name, your address, your mama's maiden name, and all this other crap. This is what we're selling. We're selling the technology. We're not selling the cycler. The cycler is just a way to get people paid immediately while they're learning. Wow. Earn while you learn. Okay, so I'm going to go and show you guys what the other cycler looks like, which is the 2x2 cycler. It's called the Senior Executive. And this cycler looks like this. Basically, it's 0.21 Bitcoin. And when 6 positions fall under you, you cycle. That easy. It's not hard. 2 people can buy 6 positions. 3 people might buy 6 positions. It's not hard at all. It's one of the fastest, most easy, resistant systems I've seen since I've been doing network marketing. But again, I don't look at this as network marketing. I just look at it as getting people in Bitcoin and getting them to get Bitcoins and accumulate Bitcoins at the fastest rate and cheaper than mining. That's how I look at this. And that's how I sell it to people. I say, look, why don't you guys accumulate some Bitcoins at a fast rate, at a cheap rate? $600? Man, you can't even buy a rigger to mine Bitcoin for $600. A rigger is going to cost you anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 just to buy the equipment. That's just one rigger. There's people running 5 and 10 and 100 riggers. So $600 and you can start accumulating Bitcoins. If you only know how cheap that is, and the more you learn about this industry and how difficult it is to mine and to compete with all the pools of miners that's out there already, then you'll say, oh my God, in comparison to the other ways that I got to go through to get Bitcoin, this is by far the cheapest, the path of least resistance way to get Bitcoins. And so that's this particular cycler pays out a half a Bitcoin. It's 0.21 Bitcoin, which is almost a quarter of a Bitcoin. So you're basically like doubling your money pretty much on this one, but it's fast. Now, the last but not least, granddaddy of them all, okay? The granddaddy is the CEO package. And the CEO package is basically 1 Bitcoin, and the payout after 14 positions fall under you is 7 Bitcoins. Now, Manny, could you calculate 7 Bitcoins right now, what that payout is?
Yeah, give me a second.
Better do it before me. $97,000 right now. 1 Bitcoin is gonna cost you $14,000, but guess what? You guys probably saying, man, 14,000, I don't have no 14,000. Okay, let's say you guys do, I'm gonna do some math with you guys right now.
My bad, bro.
No, it's okay. I want you guys to use some papers and pens. We're gonna get out of this. Okay, you guys got paper and pen there? Let's go to mathematics class. Like, I mean, I love math because math is the only subject that you don't need a school teacher. You can actually check your own work and make sure your own work is right. So, thank you. Thank you. So let's say you do 6 positions right now. Write that down, you guys. 6 positions, it's gonna cost you about $3,600 or something like that. It's not a whole lot to start a business. You know, I went into an Indian hair store and I spent almost $10,000 just on fixing the place up. That's not even buying hair. That's not even counting my monthly lease. I mean, $3,500 for a business in the Bitcoin space is nothing. Let's say you guys bought 6 positions. How much is that going to cost you? Like 36 something? Let me see. So 1 position is 0.46. Okay, that's 639. So let's do 639 times 6. 639 times 6. $3,800.34 to get 6 positions. Okay, I just showed you guys one of my positions that cycled 6 times. I'm going to be conservative. Let's say your 6 positions cycle twice, and it's going to happen because we at the beginning. We haven't even started really going after the public yet like that. It's just a few people. We're starting small. We got the family cash machine in. Now we're going after the family cash machine's friends and families and just a few network marketers. Okay, so let's say we start moving, hundreds of people coming in. You got 6 positions. Okay, so you got 6 positions that cycle out 1 time. Okay, now what is the cycle right now at? What is 0.26? 0.26 Bitcoin. That's what we're going to cycle out at. It's $3,613. Okay, now multiply that by 6 times. 3,613 times 6. 21,000. Now, I thought you guys said 1 Bitcoin was too high. I can't afford 1 Bitcoin. So what I'm saying to you guys is people are going to be in our first position, buying that first position, and eventually moving up to the 1 Bitcoin. That 1 Bitcoin is going to be cracking in a minute. That spot is going to be really popping. There's nobody in there yet. That's how early you guys are in our company. There's people in the second, senior executive. There's people in the first one, the executive, but nobody is in the 1 Bitcoin CEO package yet. It's coming. We wanted to test this thing and make sure it worked. We ran over 71,000 trial tests before we even started. This thing is working. Okay, now let me share this with you. Okay, now let's say you don't have enough. Okay, that's 21,000. That's 1 cycle. Now I said 2 cycles. That's a conservative. You cycle twice with your 6 positions. You make 42,000. That's right now. That's not counting as it goes up. It could be 50,000 as it continues to go up in value. Because remember, we're paying you in Bitcoins. We're not paying you in cash. We're paying you in Bitcoins, a commodity that continues to appreciate and appreciate and appreciate. Wow. It's mad. It's amazing what's going on and the position you guys in if you only take it seriously. This is a serious business. So listen, bam. So you got 42,000. You can buy 2 Bitcoins on that Bitcoin, on that level right now. Now, mind you, those 6 positions that you have that cycle twice, you never lose them. You still have them, and they're going to continue to cycle and continue to cycle. Wow. Do you see the power of this thing? I hope you guys are seeing the power of this. Now, somebody on the call might be going, man, I can't afford no 6 positions. Okay, I hear you. Somebody just said that. I hear you. Let me say this. Okay, let's say that person do $600. I know you can come up with $600. If you can't come up with $600, hey, I say put a loan on your card. I say that because me, I'm a risk taker. I'm a businessman. That's what I do. I leverage other things to make stuff happen. Okay, I spent my bill money on this company to launch my positions. I started with 7 positions. Within a month's time, I had over 40-something positions. And then after a few weeks after that, I'm at 70-something positions. I paid my bills on time, but I took a risk. And that's what it takes sometimes when you see something or you have something this unique and this powerful, you got to use whatever means you have to get ahead. Okay? So look, let's say you only got enough for one position, $600. And that position cycles. Now you got 3613. Now you can go buy 4 other positions. Now you're back at the same thing. Where those 4 or 5 positions, you still got that one position. Okay, so with the 3,600, you can buy probably 5 more positions. Now you got 6 positions. Now we back to the example that we showed. When those 6 positions cycle, guess what? Now you got 21, 30,000 or something like that. Now you can buy 1 Bitcoin. It's going to happen if you come in this and you come in this strong. Even with 1 position, you can leverage that to buy 6 positions or 5 more positions, and then you still got that 1 position. Now you got 6 positions, and when they cycle, you got 21,000. Now you can buy 1 Bitcoin. Wow. At 14,000. If it stays here right now, you can buy 1 Bitcoin. And if it doesn't stay here, the numbers are the same. Once you get 1 position with us, you're going to get paid 580% rate return on investment. You're going to get paid in Bitcoin. So it doesn't matter what Bitcoin goes to. It can go to 100,000 a coin. You're still going to have 0.26 Bitcoin when it cycles. And that 0.26 Bitcoin is going to allow you to purchase more 0.046, which is those first positions. Okay? So it doesn't matter what Bitcoin goes to, you're still going to have that kind of leverage. So with that, you guys, I don't have anything else to say. I hope you guys understand what you have and the opportunity that you're in. I hope you guys are not persons that just sit back and wait to get paid, because you're going to get paid eventually. But I don't want you guys to miss out on the timing, because this thing is going higher and higher, faster and faster. It's going into hyperspace, and time is not waiting for us. So we want to get as many positions as we can, as fast as we can, so we can get to that 1 Bitcoin. That's the goal, to get to that 1 Bitcoin space. So now you're making 7 Bitcoins every time you cycle. And then we got a feature on this phone where it texts you when you cycle. Could you imagine being with your girlfriend or your wife? Could you imagine being at a family dinner and you get a text to say you got 7 Bitcoins? They're going to think you just landed a commercial or something. They're going to think that you just got to hit the lottery or something. You know, that's a $96,000 text. Crazy. Now, could you imagine getting 2 of them a week? You're making $200,000 a week, man. That's insane. And that's the kind of power you guys have right now. And we control this. This software automatically pays you guys. There's nothing out there like this, man. So take advantage of it. And I'm thankful to all of you guys to come out. I just want to be able to really digest and break down to you guys where you're standing, where you're sitting, what you have an opportunity right now. You guys can make more money than celebrities right now. That's crazy. You guys have an opportunity to make more money in the next 3 months than celebrities do. There's celebrities out there that's only worth $2 million, $1 million. You know, I think the last time I checked, I don't want to say no names, but I think Ray J, last year was only worth $2 million. I think he's got some money now. He made a contract with some Chinese company or something, but there's celebrities out there that are only worth $2-3 million. You guys have an opportunity to catch them in the next year. That's ridiculously insane, and nobody even knows who you are. You can be walking around the mall with a black card and nobody even knows who you are. Wow. That's the opportunity that you guys have right here because of information. You put yourself in this position to get information. And this information that you have, if you utilize it and transcend and transform your lives in accord to technology, wow, now you got something. So with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I want to ask you guys if you have any questions regarding, what's going on and how this is working and how you can get started right now. Anybody got any questions? Okay.
Yeah, I got a question.
Go right ahead.
How do you buy into the Cash App? The Cash Family machine? Do you buy in the same way you would buy in and send the money through like Bitcoin, the same way you pay out and pay? Like,
I'm gonna let Dave Lyons answer that. Go ahead, Dave. Dave is a programmer.
You buying the Fam Wealth Network, we only dealing in Bitcoin. So when you go on the website and you upgrade your position, it's going to give you a Bitcoin wallet address that you send your Bitcoins to. Everything we do is in Bitcoin.
So you would have to purchase Bitcoins. That's why I put up local Bitcoins. You can purchase some Bitcoins from local Bitcoin. Now you have them in your wallet. You have them in your local Bitcoin wallet. You go to our website and you sign up for a position and you fund it with your local Bitcoin wallet. Okay? Did that answer your question, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And if you need some help, now who invited you to the call, Sean?
You did. I've been with for a while. I just haven't been in a video for a while.
Okay, great. Well, you have my email, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna get your phone number. Email me your phone number, and I'm going to walk you through a transaction whenever you're ready. In fact, it depends on how much your transaction is. If it's a small amount, then we may have it. The company may have those Bitcoins to sell you. But just let me know how much you're trying to do later at a later time off the air, and I can assist you to get going. We've been doing that for a lot of people who are first timers. We've been just expediting the process and getting you guys in. But eventually we do want you to start, doing your own peer-to-peer transactions, because anywhere in the world that you're at, you can do local Bitcoins. So get with me, Sean, okay? Any other questions?
And Eric, I was going to do it if I could you walk me through it just one time, and then I'll do the same thing. So take her as Sean first, and then I get with you, because I got a few people I'm going to dump in, and I just want to be able to be versed in it so I can go ahead and handle my business. So I'll get with you later on also with that too. And
when we get off the call, I want some time from you, Manny. I do have, I want you to check those 2 more positions. You got Crypto Fresh 1, Crypto Fresh 2, and Crypto Fresh. You already checked Crypto Fresh. Check the other 2. I just updated them for you. And I think you got like 3 more positions or something that we're going to load up for you. 4 more or something like that. And then we'll talk about it. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I was wondering about the cycling. So can you break that down a little bit more for me about the cycling? Because I want to know, like to start off, you said 3,600 and things like that. So what does the tiers entail? Like, so one person can come in and buy 6 shares, and that'll be equivalent to the shares that you have to meet as a requirement. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, I'm going to show it to you. I can show you better than I can tell you. I kind of know what you're asking, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Let me show it to you. Okay, I'm going to go to the website and show you the cycler. And in that way, I can kind of you can visualize what we're saying. Now, when a person buys, like say 0.46 buys you one position, right?
Okay.
Now, let's say somebody comes in and Manny did it. Manny bought multiple positions. He didn't buy one. You know, he bought multiple positions. And most people are going to do that. They're going to want to take advantage of this. They want to get you want to get as many positions as you can right now. Why? Because as we bringing in a lot of people, you guys are sitting there just, it's almost like buying Boardwalk in Park Place in the Monopoly game before the game starts.
Right.
And then telling everybody, okay, go. And you got the most expensive property. That's pretty much what the position we putting you guys in. Okay? They can't miss you. When they come around there, they got to hit your spot. And that's kind of what is going on with this right now. Let me see if I can get this.
And then like that's another thing too. Like I heard you say like it'll come around. What do you mean like they have to get in my spot? So what do you mean the cycle? See, like that's when I'm a little bit confused.
Okay, cycle means get paid. Bottom line. That's what
right.
You get paid when your matrix fills up. Okay? And I'm going to show you I just showed you guys the matrix. So it's a different language. I understand you guys might kind of be a little like, what is he talking about? But I'm going to show you right now. It's basically cycle means you got paid. And you get paid when all those squares fill up in your matrix. Okay? This is called a matrix right here. This is a matrix. So let's say you came in right here. Boom. You bought this spot. Let's say you came in and bought 3 spots. Boom, boom, boom. And let's say you didn't do nothing else. Well, guess what? There's people above you. I'm above you. There's other positions above you. There might be some people that you know that, I mean, I don't know who's above you, but this is not the only matrix. There's other matrices in this company, okay? Like, for instance, this person here, Money MM. Crypto Gold is over him, but he can't see that person. Just like you can't see who's over you. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
Because you only have control of your matrix. Okay? Like, let's say this person here. This person here got that person and that person over them, but they can't see it on their matrix. They only see these 3 people. They only see who's below them. Does that make sense?
Yes, correct.
Okay, now say this is you. Of course, there's somebody above you you can't see. You can only see your matrix.
Right.
So let's say you bought these 3 positions. Well, guess what? You only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 positions to cycle, to get paid. So let's say this person bring in this one guy who buys 6 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see what I'm saying? And then this guy brings in somebody to buy 6 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam, you get cycled. And then other 6 land somewhere else. So as soon as 6 positions, not 6 people, 6 positions, 14 positions land under you, which is going to happen because you don't know what these people up here are doing. They recruiting still. So it's people leaving up in a thing that's falling down here because you see how this is filled up?
Right. Okay. Now I got it now. Just because you brung the person in, that doesn't mean that you're going to get all that they have. So say if you want to buy 20 positions and you only need 5 of them to fill, the remainder will go down to someone else.
Or it might go to your next matrix.
Okay, gotcha.
Because Crypto Golden is here too. So what happens? So once you cycle, you're going to hit a button. You're going to pay 0.005 Bitcoin, which is about $50, $60. Now, if you just made $3,600, why wouldn't you pay $50 to cycle again? But we have to give you guys that option. If you want to say, hey, I want to quit, I want to take my money, I want to run, I want to do it. I don't know nobody who spent $600 that just made 36 that don't want to make another 36. That don't even make sense.
Right.
To me, it doesn't. But you got people all day that's just kind of like frugal, and they might be skeptical, and they be like, oh, I'm going to cycle twice, and I'm going to leave. So if anybody does that, I want to buy your position. I'm just telling you straight up. Anybody does that, we're going to set up something where somebody can buy your position. I just think that's right. You know what I mean? Because why let that position go to waste when it can continue to keep cycling? I just, you guys, matter of fact, this one here cycled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 6. Damn. And finna cycle again. So if they want to take their little money and run, I think we need to start selling these positions, Dave, to somebody else who want to buy it. That's more money for this person who got their little 3,600 and want to run. Because you got people like that. They're like, You know, they might cycle 4 or 5 times, say, hey, man, I'm done. This company going to crash or whatever, and they want to run. And I told you guys yesterday, this company is decentralized. It's a decentralized autonomous organization, which means it's not incorporated in no country. No country has authority over the governorship of this company. It's virtual, basically. But we do have bylaws. We do have shares. We do have investors, and they're all getting their equal distribution via encrypted contracts. Wow. That nobody has access to. And
another thing, Eric, you said, so you was going to show us about the marketing strategies, or are you going to do that another time, or what?
Say it again. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow at 4 o'clock. 1 hour before this call, we do a marketing call. Okay?
Okay, cool.
Now, I don't own this company. Dave don't own this company. There's some rich Iranians that we work for. How about that? Because I'm filming right now.
Right.
Some Iranian guy somewhere. Nobody owns this, man. This is hey, it's decentralized. So, you know, that's for the record. Whoever's watching. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
But it's secure. You guys' money is secure. And we have hired the top security company in the country that secures NASDAQ website. And if you can hack NASDAQ, then you can hack us. If you can't hack NASDAQ, then you can't hack us. How about that?
Gotcha.
Eric, is that the link to is the link in the email that you sent?
Say it again.
Is the link in the email to get to the family cash? I mean, the family wealth. The link to
Family Cash Machine is not up right now. Currently, it was up at the same time we put this site up. In fact, the FamilyCashMachine.com is up, but I don't want you guys going to that because we're taking that down, and the FamilyCashMachine.net will be back up in a few days or so days working on it, and then we're going to connect FamilyCashMachine.com to that, which will be the educational courses and all that other stuff. And we're probably going to add mining to it as well later on. And we're going to have all kind of incentives through the Fam Wealth Network is just a subsidiary of the Family Cash Machine. It's only one of multiple companies that we're coming out with. And you guys will be the first ones to benefit on all of them.
Hey, Eric, I think he's asking for your link to sign up for Fam Wealth Network so he can get a position.
Okay,
Yeah.
Is that Sean? Is that you, Sean?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Thanks, Joel. And Joel came in here and kicked ass. I didn't mean it first, but Joel came in and he wasn't playing. He started with 14 positions. He told me before we started the company, and we I think we kind of hinted to the Family Cash Machine what we were doing, and then about a week before we launched, Joe told me, say, man, I'm buying 14 positions. And he did. He bought 14 positions, and within a month time or so, how many positions you got now, Joe?
78. 78, man.
He got 78 positions, and remember, each one of those positions represents $3,600. And it doesn't just represent $3,600 because they all have the capability of cycling. Now, how much money, Dave, do you think Joe would have had to spend to mine, let's say 77 divided by, divided by 4? I think, 77 cycles and 4 cycles is a Bitcoin. So 77 divided by 4 is how many Bitcoins?
28.
How many times do you get 4 or 77?
19.25.
So if he cycled all of them once, he got 19 Bitcoins. Dave, how much money would he had to spend to mine 19 Bitcoins, and how long would it have taken him? Just give me a kind of like guesstimation, because Dave's a programmer.
Well, first of all, he needs some hash power. He got to have at least about 2 miners. Antminer R9s. Those cost like $3,000, and then another $300 for the power supply. He need about 10 of those, and he need to be lucky too.
Because even if you got the equipment, you're still in a battle against all of the other miners for the block. So you're not guaranteed to mine the block, even though you got all the equipment in the world.
Now, Dave, could you show the team? Could you share your screen right now and share with them? And I did it on a video the other day. Share with them the miners pool that he would have to compete with.
Okay, give me 1 second. Get in this gate.
I can do it. I can do it if you want me to.
Yeah, please, if you can. Just go on blockchain.info and go to the bottom and hit stats.
Okay, I got you. And I'm gonna put that link up. Just give me 1 second, Sean. I just want you guys to see this. This is some incredible stuff here. Because people, are telling us, companies out there telling people that they're gonna take over 30% of the mining. And I'm gonna say the company, USI. USI is out there telling people they're gonna take over 30% of the mining. And if anybody knows anything about mining, that's impossible. No way. But this is what they're selling in order to sell their company multi-level marketing stuff. No way you're gonna take over 30% of the mine. This is impossible. You got people that have spent hundreds of millions of dollars, and they have been in this. And here it is. Here, these are the mining pools. This is the pool of miners. Okay, Amp Pool got 17% of the mining. BTC.com. Roger Ver. Dave.
Yep.
Roger Ver got 16% of the mining. Via BTC got 15% of the mining. BTC Top got 12% of the mining. And you guys see how it works. So for you to get into this and take over 30%, good luck. I don't care how many billions you have. They're already in position. And they're already mining and competing for blocks. So like Dave said, not only would he have to have all these riggers, he would have to be lucky as hell to create 19 Bitcoins. Okay? But he can do it here. See? Relatively easy, just cycling. You guys got something unique here, very unique. And I'm excited for you guys as well as myself to put myself and my family in a position to get 3, 4, 5, 600 Bitcoins, in this process that we're in right now. Now, let me go ahead and find this link for Sean. Any other questions you guys have? Come on now. I know we got some questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question, because if you need to know something, then it's relevant, I think.
Hey, Eric, I'm thinking about selling all my Regal coin to get more positions, man.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. So I'm not going to ask you on the call how many Regals you got, but our team, you guys, the cryptocurrency team here, Family Cash Machine, we own several different coins, okay? We own several different coins. We don't just own Bitcoin. We've learned how to leverage this entire industry. And me and Dave, we're kicking ourselves in the butt. We didn't buy more IOTA coins, We didn't buy more. And so we realized that we've been so consumed with this business, and we should be, that we've kind of taken our eyes off of the rest of the industry. This industry has so many other ways to make money. It's not funny, okay? And so we want to get back involved in trading, because we do own a bot that trades for us. I've traded for quite a while. There's my link right there, Sean, in the chat room. And we were making 2-3% a day. You know what 2 or 3% a day compounded on your money would do to you in a year? Nobody's offering those kind of returns. So if you're getting 2, 3, 4% a day compounded on your money on autopilot, whew, that can end you up a multimillionaire real fast. So we want to get back to trading. We're going to be teaching trading eventually on the Family Cash Machine. This is a full package right here. We're very advanced. This team is very advanced. Everybody I've gotten on the phone with that quote unquote know about Bitcoins in the community that put on the phone with me, I realized they didn't know half, not even 1/4 of what this team has learned in the last 2 years. Okay, and it's probably because of all the different people we have on this team. We have people from different. We got Davis, a programmer. You know, you got me that did currencies. You know, you got a lot of different people that from different walks of life on this team that come and add their expertise, and that's what makes this team unique. And again, you know, we've been studying this stuff for quite a while now, and we've become pretty advanced. So you guys are getting into a great team. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. So that's what's going on, you guys. So any other questions? And I want you guys to get started with this. You see it's going up. Just since the last call, we went from 520 to 660 now. I mean, you can't keep waiting. You got to get in. You got to get your feet wet if it's just one position, because that one position is going to spiral onto 6 positions. And those 6 positions are going to spiral onto, you know, more positions. So that's how it worked for me. I started with 7 positions, and then eventually those 7 started cycling, and I kept buying more positions. And now I'm sitting here with 70-something, 78 or some positions. So it's incredible what this thing goes to. And I don't even think I need more positions on that level. I might buy more positions on the next level. So but I'm going to continue to buy positions, because as the public get ready to come into this thing, because we're going to make them see, we're going to do a mathematical chart board and show them what Dave just said, is they can't get Bitcoins faster mining than they can get here. So why not do this if you want to accumulate Bitcoins? This is kind of like cheating. This is kind of like cheating. We're cheating. We're getting Bitcoins fast. So Joe will have 19 Bitcoins when all his positions cycle once. I just showed you guys a position to cycle 6 times. I showed you a position to cycle 5 times, only in 1 month. With the few people that we have. What's going to happen when we have 1,000 people? What's going to happen when we have 2,000 people? What's going to happen when we have 20,000 people? And you guys got all these damn positions. Come on, man. You'll be having $20,000, $30,000 days when you make $20,000 a day. Just stupid amount of money. You'll be making so much money, you'll be embarrassed to tell people, I made $30,000 a day. You won't even want to tell nobody that. Believe me, you don't want to tell nobody that.
They ain't gonna believe it.
They're not gonna believe you. But if you guys go to my Instagram, I got some $8,000 and $10,000 days. I made $8,000 on a Sunday with this right here. So I know this works. This works. It's not gonna work for me and not work for you. It's a system. Okay? So did you get that link, Sean? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recorder. This is the Family Cash Machine, you guys. We'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the